And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 11, and it's a 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw here. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one
you gotta fumble that, man. This shit ridiculous. You know speed don't has been bugged in this format.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't
They got
hurry.
bigs running the floor,
He was
keeping up with people, so
had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out
this
of
is
bounds.
ridiculous.
Burst, good for
I guess nobody on my
down.
team has
Quite
blocked
the
him.
march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script.
And,
you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the
And of course.
takes it across.
Alright, maybe it might be a fucking shootout. This is ridiculous.
Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Man, get the hell out of here, man. Well, you know how I
And
do,
that'll carry
man.
over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Way.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
What?
Already trailing by
I
touchdown
hate
early.
touch
This offense, how
passes.
imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath
holding.
So a decent
What?
game, but all for naught.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good.
Oh my goodness, man.
The guys that just gave up.
My right tackle is not ass. Like, what the hell?
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Lets it fly for Thielen. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
I just heard bullshit. You saying that they dunked on Steven Adams in 2019?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding
2019?
That's a...
No.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find those areas where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and
touching the floor in 2019 is brutal enough.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times
the Rockets are picking up people off the street.
Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line.
Man, this is going to be some bullshit, man.
Nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is a punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
He caught that.
I love it.
See if they that one goes for 24 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged.
Yo, Meredith, what the hell?
So they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one.
I did not know Cameron Meredith
big
was
plays
this
in
nice.
succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready.
And I
It's
jumped.
first and goal. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah, maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump and then picked up 5 yards.
They'll come out in the pistol. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. Fancy footwork at the 40. There he goes.
Kick off return.
The 20, 10, 5.
Let's go. This is ridiculous.
Great blocking, great
I guess we about to be in another shootout.
The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
Nobody on my team got blocked,
because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's able to out.
Yo, Meredith,
a really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing.
Nobody on my team got blocked.
You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Almost had another kickoff return.
Start at the 32-yard line.
This game is broken.
Getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything.
And that's caught.
That's Adams.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And he's going to take
fucking goal, man.
Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable.
Nah, Patterson ass, man.
See that position as a fallback. All else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So a time.
I thought he was gonna be I thought he was gonna be a nice underrated signing for them. All they needed was somebody to shoot, and that man been ass.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yo! This fairness is unstoppable. This is ridiculous.
That's it.
A gain of 39 that time.
Josh Jackson going straight to hell, man. I can't wait.
For 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Yo! What
this is
this?
That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll try and run for it.
This is ridiculous. It's 24-17 with 2 minutes left in the second.
Great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And Charles, the touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing. It's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show. Because most of them
Yo, if he catches that, oh my God. Oh my God.
Certainly not at a premium here.
If he caught that, I would have.
Start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't
I've never seen somebody go backwards, like become a tag free throw shooter.
The big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll drop to throw. It got his man.
Yo.
Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on third. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh my God!
Crisis averted.
Correct.
Instead, 2nd down.
That's what we signed you for. That is a pick 6.
Let's face it, a lot
Oh
of these defenders,
my God!
Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
I'm in the wrong defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Thank you. Because I was in the wrong defense.
Again, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Pass interference. Oh my God, man!
That's coming on 3rd down. Coming down from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll set up a throw.
I got stuck on him. Luckily, I got the sack.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, my goodness. I baited him into that.
Brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
That's bullshit, but whatever, man.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Now the Packers get set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that
This game
works.
is wild.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
It's a short one.
This game, I was rushing to snap the damn ball. He actually caught it.
Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And they'll run it here. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Packers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field?
All right, so who can get a turnover? Because this is getting ridiculous.
A safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. First half shows some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They run it again with Kamara, and he's able to plow
Oh
forward.
my goodness, nobody on my team has blocked
So
it.
that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Green, 39. Green.
They go play action here on first down.
Thank you. Somebody get to this man.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Ooh, too locked. What the hell was that?
Bounds and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on it.
Oh my God, man!
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
3rd and, what was that,
Just a small
20?
glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
This is ridiculous. This is a Big 12 football game.
Getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Wide open receiver.
This man Meredith is the GOAT, man. This is ridiculous.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
All right, we're going to have to do something here because this is getting absolutely outrageous.
For 2 yards on first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take
Nobody on my team has blocked that. Nobody.
A great play
This
there.
is wild,
15-yard
man.
touchdown run. And the Saints have moved out in front. And it's up and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score?
He's got daylight. The 30. 10.
This is ridiculous.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
A man who's been busy this afternoon.
Face mask.
Get
the fuck
face mask. Here come the fans. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Looking to throw. Being chased out.
Thank you.
Be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
I was scared this shit froze again.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw.
Thank you.
And that is incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, at the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Now it looks like we'll get
and of course my running back gets injured.
On the field.
God, this man gets injured like every game. This shit is ridiculous.
Today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he fires
what?
It, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
What is Rodgers doing?
Back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Bruce Sterling.
Give him 4 yards there.
My fucking running back gets injured every game, man. This shit is ridiculous.
He has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable.
Touchdown, New
Well.
Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets to him again. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone.
Oh, my God. You got to intercept that.
In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just about on his own goal line. Take it at the 37th. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Again, it's Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That's not what I called, but...
Rodgers to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Clean pocket.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get in.
And this is
I pressed the wrong button.
That should do it. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, my God, man.
Stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. For a guy, once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25.
Let's go, come on.
A gain of 39 that time. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on second down, Rodgers.
Yo!
Complete.
What is wrong with
2 seconds
Rodgers?
left on the clock.
Why am I
Brandon,
getting
this is
mad?
one
The
bright
game
side
is
to that
over.
incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Nope.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.